Okay, so Teen Town by the late great Jaco Pastorius, played by Weather Report. And let's jump right in. So Teen Town is basically 4 chords. C7 or C13, A7, F7, D7. And it just goes round and round like that. At the end of the song, we're going to change into the key of E, but that'll come later. For now, we're going to be in what I'm calling the key of C, even though it's really sort of like modal, where we're not really establishing any key. We're playing C, A7, F, D. So, this would be more of a modal tune, but I'm calling it the key of C. So, the intro. I'm taking the same little chord shape and I'm moving it over C, A, F, and D. So in C, we're playing the 3rd E, the 6th A, and the root C, moving it down a whole step, getting the 9th, the 5th, and the flat 7. So I'm here at the 9th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string. Now I do the same thing going down to A. The same thing going to F, which is the 13th fret. I just do that twice. C, A, F, D. And then I end on C octaves. And then we start the melody. So the melody happens over each of the chords. So the first is over C. So I'm pedaling off C on the bottom here on the 3rd string, 5th fret, and starting with the octave higher on the 8th fret on the 1st string. And so I'm doing hybrid picking with my pick and middle finger. And that's all still in the key, over the C chord. This is just C major pentatonic. Sliding from the flat 3rd to the 3rd of C, 5th, 6th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd. But now we go to the A chord, and we're going to play C sharp, A, F sharp, and B. And that's over our A chord. So on the C chord, A chord, then we're going to go to the F chord, and we're going to play. So then what we're doing here is basically F major pentatonic. It sounds like a country riff. And I think that by that time we're getting into our D chord, right? Yeah, then we're on our D chord. Yep, that's on our D chord. So far we have our C chord, A, F, D, then back down to C. And the way I get down to the C chord is through what I think of these little like 9th chords. No root though, but I end up on what I think of as a C9 here, where I have the flat 7, the 9, and the 5. And I play a little, that's almost the same C riff again, or part of it. Then I got to get to A, the same little 9 chords, ending down here on A9. So let's see. So C, A. That's a little bit of a finger twister. Again, almost has this country-ish sound. So I'm going from the B, the 9, or the 2, chromatically up to the C sharp, to the root, to the 13, to the 3rd, to the 2nd, 5, 3. So far. F now. That's all we do on that F chord. And I'm playing an F9. And so if you think of this over an F chord, this is the 6th, the D, the 5th, the C, and then the root. And then we got to get down to the D chord. We're the thinking is that we're doing from the 7th to the root chromatically, up to the from the 9th to the 3rd chromatically, and then we're coming up here and we're getting into the C chord. And this is like a blues riff on C, because we have an E flat. So on the D chord, then we have to get to the A7, and we're going to imitate kind of the riff that we did on the D, but on an E7, on an A7 chord. And that puts us on the F chord. Yeah. And then down to the D. Then to C. Okay, so now let me go from the beginning, see if I can get this up to where we are, nice and slow. So it starts on the C chord, to the A7 chord, to the F, D, back down to C, to D, and then this chord. So what's this? It is, I'm thinking of it as it's over the C chord, but I have the flat 3rd, E flat, I have the regular 3rd, E, and the root. So then after the nasty C chord, we're still in C, A now. So, again, that's just major pentatonic on the C, 5th fret. And then for the A, 5-1, E, A, F sharp, D, C sharp, D. And then, that's over the F chord. And what we have here, we have the 9th, the G, the flat 7, E flat, D, and then C, the 5th, and then we're coming up on just the F chromatically up to G. So far, after the nasty C chord, A, F, And that gets us back to C. G, A, C, C. In the 8th fret. Whew! And then we have the ending. Now, the ending, we go into what I call the key of E. So we have the 4-chord cycle, but it starts on E. And so first is E, goes down to C sharp, and then A, F sharp. So one of the guitars is playing, so that's our E, C sharp, then the A to the F sharp. Again, all sort of like major pentatonic-y. And then one other guitar is playing this again, this E13 to an E9. Same thing on the C sharp. And A13 to A7 to F sharp 13. And the lead guitar is going, it doesn't play over this. It plays right over the C sharp. So it lays out on bum, 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 C sharp. Lays out, da, 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 lays out on the A and comes in on the F sharp. Lays out on the E, comes in on the F sharp. The C sharp, sorry. Lays out on the A and comes in on the F sharp. Then 3 chords, F sharp, E, and G6-9. So the F sharp is like a D shape, just up here, with your 3rd finger on F sharp. So this is all happening like in the 6th fret and 7th fret. Then a little E triad, and then G6-9 in the 15th fret. So I have the 6, the 9, the 5, and the root. And that's it. There you go. So it's a lot of stuff, you know. But again, I just sort of, I guess I started by listening to the melody and just really memorizing the melody so I could sing it in my head, which made it a lot easier to put it on the guitar. And then I think about the chords, so I'm always reminding myself with the chords, so whenever there's a space in the melody, I put the chords in. And so it kind of keeps everything flowing, keeps my ear hearing what I'm supposed to be hearing and happening. And it's a bit challenging, but it's a lot of fun. And I know people get a kick out of it. Whenever I pull it out and play it, they're always like, oh yeah, that was pretty crazy. So now you could do some crazy stuff too. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And until next time, peace.